Oh
See?
wow, this is new. This meeting is being recorded.
What do you mean? It's not new. It says it every time.
No, what it would normally would be like this long thing, and I'd have to hit OK. It just came at the bottom and it said record or whatever.
Oh, I guess
Like,
because like I
that's it.
host it, it nothing. I just click the button and it just repeats it. Nothing
Oh,
pops up on my screen. It just says recording in the top left and ready to rock and roll.
hmm.
So I would say what's new, but I think the world knows
What's cracking lacking?
Mr. Don't Want to Invite, Want to Win a Show, Mr. New York.
Got to earn it.
So talk to me, dude, because the last we talked, we were kind of under the assumption on the back end of the DL that you probably were going to get an invite, and that was obviously us just talking, guessing of a possibility. So what the fuck happened, dude?
It was just one of those things where, like, yeah, like we talked about, there was rumors, there was talks, there was shit chats, right? But nothing was like set in stone. And I'm like, dude, I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, it's almost February. Like, I I need a game plan of some sort. Like what's happening? So I said, look, you know what? If it was gonna happen, I felt like it would have happened by now, right? Not that I expect it, but like with rumors, if something was gonna come up, like I feel like you would just know at this
Yeah.
point. So I'm just like, you know what?
Yo, fix your camera because that sign in the back's awesome, but you're off centered. That's cool. What is that? Is that a sign? Oh, that's fucking awesome. You put it right behind you. Look at you doing the old marketing, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I
So
love
I'm
it.
I'm just like, you know what? I feel like I live in a prep anyway. Let's just go do the damn thing.
Do you think you're are you mentally more like focused and not in your feelings when you're prepping more so than when you're like in an off season and there's not a show around the corner? Like, because I know, we always had this wave, right? Like we do a show, we're at this high, and then we might have another show, even if there's like a couple week gap or a month. But then, like everybody calls it like the post show blues, where like there's like that endorphin drop, and there's no shows to focus on, and you got months and months ahead. Like, does that happen to you? And is if you doing a show, do you think that will help you for the Olympia, or do you think that could possibly affect you? Because some people say, well, I get better as I compete. And then some people go, I'm always my best at my first showing. So, like, all that combined, like, hit me with what you think with all that.
Um, Normally after a show, I stay pretty consistent because I'm a big advocate of perfecting the rebound. I don't. It's so I kind of stay in that groove post show of I might enjoy foods. We talked about that
Yeah.
more so than not. But as far as staying strict with the training, I'm a very big advocate of which I'm sure you can agree. No, you will never pack on the most size other than a rebound phase. Like
Yep.
I feel like you could literally do a rebound phase, which could last you, if you do it right, it could last you 10 weeks, could last you 12 weeks. It
Food
could
is the
last
most
you
anabolic thing you're going to put into your
correct.
body. So,
And then I feel like if you master that and then say, hey, you know what? I'm going to chill out for, 3 to 4 weeks. You can go right into a prep. Because odds are you just put on a decent amount of size and you don't know it.
yep.
Like when people come out of a show, they do the down phase, they do this, they do that, and all that. And then they start an off season. I'm not saying you can't put on size like that, you're going to. But I think if you know how to capitalize that rebound, that potentially could be all you need, to
Yep.
be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm genetically, for me, I just think that is my area to truly shine after a show. So I like to just truly, truly take advantage of that. So I'm usually always more. It dies down though. I
Yeah.
think after a certain amount of time, if you don't really have a show planned, except like the Olympia or something, eventually you're just kind of like, all right, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm chilling now. I'm in that phase now. I'm chilling.
The scale
Um,
starts to go up, and you're like, well, I guess that was fun.
yeah, it starts to go like this. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Yep.
the
We
ab
passed that
veins
one.
are disappearing now.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's like I live a life to where I believe it's just prep 24/7, in my opinion, and I just like what I'd rather earn it, and I think New York is a very good show for me to do. considering I won it once. And that was the show I did that qualified me for my first Olympia. And it's very a sentimental show for me because obviously that was a
And you didn't win
show
it
I
in the real New York.
no, but that was also like
Okay.
around when my grandfather died, and I posed his favorite song for my mom. And like I said, it was just one of those wins that was probably my favorite win, as I always
Yeah.
tell you. So for me, I just think it's funny the way history has a funny way of wanting to repeat itself.
Yep.
And I'm just hoping, well, I'm not hoping. I know it'll just be a different ending to this Olympia.
And what is also awesome about New York prep is what else is happening for that prep?
But,
You tell me, where are you prepping for that prep?
oh, I
Prep,
will be
prep.
going home.
How awesome is that?
Actually, yeah, the next couple of weeks, I'm just getting some testing done. I did the GI map done. I'm going to do a food sensitivity test. I'm going to get blood work done again real fast. And then I'll probably be home within the next week or two if everything goes according to plan. And I'm just going to finish it out there.
Yep. And then we could do some mutant in the mouths in person, some
Yeah.
training in person, some fucking bro time.
And yeah, of course. Because you're like my only friend at this point. But no, in all honesty, it's again, it's very like just sentimental because it's like I'm going back to the roots.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
going home. I'm going to prep at home. And I know my mom's excited with everything she's been through and still going
Yeah.
through some shit. Um, I know she'll be happy to just have me home and kind of be involved again, so to speak. Hopefully, I don't get too cranky on her.
Well, if she kicks you out, yeah, I got plenty of bedrooms here where you can
No,
be
I
cranky
know.
by yourself.
Or she was like, "Are you gonna move back to Jersey?" And I'm like, "Mom, can I just come home and prep?" Like,
She's already putting the cart before the horse.
yeah. And she's like, "You should move by Guy."
I love her. I fucking love it.
I'm like, "I know, Guy's like my only friend, Uh, true."
Oh,
But no, I think it's like I said, to be around family for a little while, and to be able to just kind of lock in. I'm excited. I
were
really am.
there were there any I didn't check. Was there any like crazy comments when you posted you were doing New York? Like was obviously you're gonna have your fans that are excited. Was anybody like weird about it or like being a troll
No,
or
everyone was pretty on board. I think
yeah.
everyone was I think everyone was just waiting, right? Like, what is Nick? Like, is there the invite? Is he got to compete? Is he gonna do the Arnold? Because that was obviously I was staying in shape, so everyone kind of had the thought that the I was gonna do the show at the Arnold, but I'm like, nope, I'm not doing the Arnold.
You got two big names out of the Arnold too.
I know, and how does
Woody's
that
out and
get that, bro?
I know.
It's
Crazy.
weird.
Yeah, it went from
Now,
being like obviously it's still an Arnold, but it went from being like a super stack show to like okay, the
yeah,
two big names are out, and now like
potentially a
Adi's.
third.
Yeah,
But looking at the way like everything went, I could have possibly done it, but it just wasn't worth the risk.
it would have been a big gamble for you, dude.
Yeah,
Big
and
gamble.
if you know me, if I'm not 100% confident in something, it might not
Yeah,
be feasible for me.
yeah.
So I did what I picked this show because I believe it's 15, 14 weeks out. And I'm like, okay, like the hamstring, it's not fully what I need it to be, but I think it's enough to where it gets the job done. And I can maintain that because I don't think I need hamstring size by any
You just
means.
need to diet. You just need to diet it down, so you
Yeah, I
don't
think
need to
my
worry about it.
hamstrings, as long as I maintain the size they are, I'm not worried about it. Quads, this might be a good opportunity for my quads to grow and
Focus on
even
it.
out. So that's just the way I see it, and it should be good.
So what you moving home? Obviously, my gym's not around the corner. The Bethlehem Powerhouse. I was actually training there tomorrow. The Bethlehem Powerhouse. The Bethlehem Muscle Inc. I obviously know that's further away, but what is going to be like your staple gym down at the PSA?
PSA in Glassboro, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to that one yet. I've been to their other one, which is
They
fucking
have,
awesome.
well, yeah, they have that one in Hamilton, I believe. That one's good. I thoroughly enjoy it. It reminds me of the one in Hamilton. It literally just reminds me
Okay,
of Dragon Slayer to a degree.
really?
When it's pop, dude, music is blasting. It's got like just hardcore kids that just like to train. It's good. It's good vibes. The one in Glassboro, I don't remember. I don't think they blast music in it, to be honest. But the equipment is.
I don't mind. Is there a level to blasting like too much?
Yeah,
Like so, like there,
there is.
Iron Revolution is a fucking phenomenal gym down in South Jersey,
Blast that shit, bro.
dude. It's so to me that's
They
like
go
just
hard on that.
yeah. I'm like it's a lot. That's a lot. Maybe I'm just an old fuck, but like that's a lot. That's over. Like when I can't hear what's in my headphones, that's like another level of loud.
I've been to that gym. I've actually been to that gym in years. I went there when it was kind of newer.
They
I
expanded a
know
ton.
he's expanded out the fucking ass.
Yeah, they did a great job in that gym.
But yeah, I'll definitely want to go check that out a couple times. I definitely want to go to Bev's gym a couple times, obviously.
I'll be there Saturday. There's that
Oh,
big NPC
yeah, there's
workshop.
that thing,
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely, obviously, PSA. They just got, dude. It's got all the Atlantis. They got all the Prime in there. Like they got all good shit.
Yeah.
And it's luckily it's 15 minutes from my mom's house. So I'm like,
How many gyms you have that are close to you? You got a couple fucking bangers, huh?
not really.
Well, isn't Attilas
Not
is
in South Jersey.
or no, that's yeah.
Attilas are good, but
How far?
I don't know. I don't think they have any like
Didn't you
primes.
train at another gym with like green equipment at one point or something?
Those Giant Fitness.
Giant Fitness, yeah, yeah, yeah. Is
Yeah.
is that still around?
Yeah, bro. Them gyms are good. They're just the
What
dumbbells.
kind of equipment they got?
All hammer strength, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I've trained at
Giant upgraded. Giant definitely upgraded. It's a good gym, but when you got like something like that versus a gym like PSA, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go to PSA.
Well, different strokes. I mean, so like people that know equipment know equipment. People that don't know equipment will just pick one gym. Like, oh, some people walk into a Planet Fitness or a Retro Fitness, like, oh, this is great equipment, and not know a fucking clue.
Oh, this feels great,
dude. That fucking there's that squat video of me. I can't. It's just that's hilarious that like it still resurfaces. But there was there was a page that
do it to the side.
Dude, that reposted it, and like they come up with these corny fucking things. Like somebody made it because like I jumped out the hack squat and I was short, and they were like little Napoleon complex. I'm like,
good joke, buddy. Haven't heard that one before.
I know, dude. I read these comments. That was a fucking diet cream. These are the fucking undisputed.
I don't drink any soda, bro.
I drink one of like when honestly, I usually drink these during the podcast. I never any other time when I'm like sitting down.
I used to. It's funny story. I used to. So when me and actually Kyle Wilkes used to train together all the time.
Yeah.
And we would train late. So because I would train with him at the time, so I would drive like an hour and a half every day to like either like the Jersey Shore Fitness Gym, whatever is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Or the powerhouse we went to.
Yeah.
And after training, we would sit in the car and eat our post meal and drink a diet root beer.
A&Ws?
Yes, I believe it was A&Ws as well.
Love A&Ws. Every other fucking root beer sucks. Unless it's Stewart's.
I do like root beer. Like I like going to Cheesecake Factory and get a nice diet soda. It's nice.
Oh,
but I honestly, bro, I don't drink nothing but water.
Water? Yeah.
And I stopped drinking coffee for a little while. I drink green tea. I like tea, bro. It's a nice little cleanse, a nice little change of pace.
Sorry, but you know what? Life ain't that bad yet. I'm fucking switching out coffee for tea, buddy. Sorry. I ain't that unhealthy. If I gotta, if I, I'm not cutting out my coffee anytime soon.
I know I'm so known at the Starbucks that I go to. And they're like, "Oh, you're switching up orders, huh?"
Yep. You want your maca tea, buddy?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. I'm like, give him a fucking strong coffee.
No, I haven't had coffee in probably like a month now.
Nah, fuck that. I enjoy, see, the caffeine does shit. I'm already fucking amped up from the time I wake up. I just actually enjoy the taste of my coffee. I got an itch.
Well, so do I.
Um,
But the problem with me is it doesn't taste like coffee.
why? What do you put in it?
Like fucking 3 stevias, 5 pumps of the sugar-free vanilla. It
I do
tastes
a
like
couple. I do like 2 or 3 pumps of this sugar-free vanilla and
it tastes like
two
sugar at
stevia.
that point.
No, mine does. And I don't put it. I put that cold foam on the top, so like just so
Yeah,
I don't get acid reflux. But all that foam sits on the top, so I don't even drink it.
that's good though. That's good. Yeah, I'll
But
give it out.
dude, that fucking squat video, the amount of fucking hate comments that I get in a fucking video for
Yeah,
me
but everyone loves you at the end of the
to
day.
get out of my way. And dude, it's from grown men. Like I don't know, dude. I read these comments and like, listen, some of them are fucking hilarious, but I get this is I believe part of the reason why I was somewhat successful. That shit never bothered me. Like I can fucking get me now. If you cross a line with a family member or like a niece or a nephew, now you're flirting with the wrong motherfucker. But like as far as like people coming at me, it never ever bothered me. It's still to this day. I find it hilarious that grown men will comment on another grown man's post some tough shit when they're all a bunch of fucking pussies.
When they would never say it to your
Not a
face.
fucking word, dude. Not a word. So, like, have you ever been like, even in the beginning of social media, and I probably was a little more quick to comment back. Now I just don't give any fucks because I'm too busy to
I never
comment
come
back to
back.
dumb shit. But like, has it ever affected you at some point? Like
Yeah, of
because for
course.
me, it just never did.
No, not bad. It did in the beginning. God rest his soul in peace. But when Boston Lloyd used to blast the living daylights out of me, and then he'd have like a million comments under it. But I also, would thank him because then I would gain thousands and thousands of subscribers and followers. And then eventually all of them would be like, Nick's a cool dude.
He didn't
Um,
like you.
no, after years, we kind of became not, I don't want to say like friends, but like we were
Yeah,
friendly.
tight.
We
Yeah,
were, we were very friendly. And he's not, behind the scenes, I didn't mind. Like Boston was okay. Like he really was. Like, after talking to him, really like I didn't have an issue with him anymore.
I never knew him. I know he wasn't a fan of me. I don't have anything good about. Like I really didn't know him at all.
I wouldn't. But as far as like the negative, they did in the beginning because like I didn't understand why I'm getting all this shit. Like to me at the time, I was just a kid that enjoyed lifting weights, trying to become a pro. Like I
So
didn't understand.
what was his runnings with you?
Oh,
Like
I
what
was a
did?
refrigerator. I was delusional. Can't like all the old shit back in the
Yeah,
day. And I'm like, I don't know, what did I do? I didn't understand. But
yeah.
now I get worse comments than that, and I'm like, and I chuckle. I'm like, okay, like it's cool.
So it doesn't. Yeah, so it doesn't affect you at all.
No, and that's why like it affects the shit out of my mom still, and I gotta be like, yo, you chill the fuck out. Like if I'm not bothered, you shouldn't be bothered. Straight up.
Do you think that social media bothers too many? Because when we talk about bodybuilding, right? It's it's one thing if you're talking about like a football player. If you have a football player, you put a football player on the field. If he misses a pass, okay,
He gets booed.
he misses a pass, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't need people to go on online and go, "Oh, you missed a pass." Well, it's like, no shit, I missed the pass. I was in the fucking game. Like nobody's
Yeah.
gonna bash, you know. But when you're a bodybuilder and you're putting your whole body on display on stage, now you're up for scrutiny, right? So, do you think too many bodybuilders allow the scrutiny of others to affect how they are in the gym or just in bodybuilding
Yeah,
in
dude.
general?
I know people like, and I'm sure you do too. One negative comment, and it's like their day is ruined. Their
Mm-hmm.
workout is shot. And I'm like, you don't. These people don't know you, bro. Like, I get it because, for a while it shit affected me, not to that degree. My
Yeah.
workout was fucked, but like, I get it. But I'm like, who cares? Like, it's negativity. Like, it's like when I know like all the social media guys that make what do you call them?
Influencers?
No, not influencers. The ones that make predictions. What are they called? Like muscular development. What would you call that?
Uh,
Like Nick
I,
Strength and Power, desktop bodybuilding.
I
Like,
don't
what do
know.
you?
They're just a fucking bodybuilding channel.
Okay, well, like people like that make their predictions. Like, oh, I don't think Nick's gonna do this, and I don't think Nick's gonna. And behind, like,
It's just a journalist. They're just
but I'm
journalists.
yes, a journalist, but I'm low key like friends with them, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, we're judging physiques. We're not
Yeah.
judging you.
Yeah.
Like, and if you, as my friend, like, guy, if you were like, I don't think you can beat this guy, man. Like, I'd be like, well, fuck you for one, but I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get mad at you. Like,
No.
I don't care.
I'm not talking about your personality or you as my friend or our relationship. I'm talking about your body. If I don't like your body, that's no different than you saying I think that girl's hot, and I go, I don't think she's hot. No
Right. Well,
different.
it was like when I just did the podcast for the Olympia TV with Bob, and Bob started talking, and he was just like, "Yeah, you mean you can never, count Nick out?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure you did at this past Olympia, Bob. Your prediction date wasn't that wasn't even in the top five."
You were in top. Yeah, I was gonna say you weren't in the top at all.
And then I'm busting balls, right? Like, I don't really care, and he knew
Yeah.
that. That's why he didn't get mad or anything, because everyone knows. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm friends with Flex Wheeler. I'm friends with Bob. Like, if you don't have me, you truly believe like that's. I don't care. It's
Yeah.
like, you're
But
delusional, because how many times I gotta prove y'all wrong?
how many
But like, I
bodybuilders
don't
live
care.
and die by that though? Like, do you know how many bodybuilders will have a bad workout or will have a bad day or get themselves in a rabbit hole because of somebody's bad prediction, a negative comment? Like, people will have a
Yeah,
good
bro.
or a bad day depending upon the comments in social media.
I
And like,
know.
you cannot, if you want, and this is a life thing, you cannot let people's negative shit get under your skin because it literally, if you are successful, it comes with the fucking territory. Like, nobody likes to see people doing good. It's just everybody. If you look on Instagram, TikTok, all the views is all the bad shit, all the pranks, all the people getting hurt, all the fucking fake garbage. It's all junk.
I hate
So
it.
I never allowed that to get to me. But dude, I have friends, people that you and I both know. And I'm not talking like some of these guys are very, very good bodybuilders that when I tell you, it's like the only way I can describe it, it's like they can't get out of their own way. They just can't get out of their own
I
way.
just don't get it. If anything, like, I don't know, like, use it as motivation. I don't know. Like, I never get mad. I enjoy when people don't think I'll do as good. As
Almost like an underdog type thing.
I enjoy being the underdog. Yeah.
I mean, you were kind of an underdog most of your career, but it
I
kind of
feel like
not.
I still am, because people always count me out no matter what.
I Why do you think people count you out? Let me ask you that
Well,
because I
if you
don't
want,
know.
I'll take, because I feel like I don't have such a pretty physique as some of the other people,
But you
and I
never
think
did.
no, but I think people low key are just starting to realize, Nick's improving a lot of his improving his physique a lot, and I think with the pictures, that Matt posted days before, the Olympia, it was like, oh shit. So I think after people saw that, they started to second guess, like, whoa, if Nick was in this, what would have happened?
Yep.
Because I do feel like everyone that was in the top five, they look great, incredible. I love them all. but I would have took them all out.
We've talked about it. I've said, I
You
agree.
know,
A
and
lot of people agree.
and I'm not here to discredit any of them. They're phenomenal bodybuilders, and we all would have been battling out hard. But I personally feel
You would have etched them out.
As a whole physique, the whole thing, I would have won. Because, you know, I obviously I couldn't really show my legs at the time, but I knew what everything was looking like.
I saw it in the hotel room.
Yeah, I knew. I mean, Matt knew, obviously. Like, certain people knew, but like I was very confident. Like, you know what? And you know, obviously, me and Matt don't miss peaks that very often, if often at all. So I was very confident. Like, yo, this is the one.
Is there because you skipped in Olympia, not by default because you had to. Is there a lot weighing on this for you for the New York? Like, do you feel like
Yes,
because you were out, you have something now else to prove?
yes, I do, and I don't know if that's a me thing or just something I feel like I have to prove. But
did you ever purposely put a chip on your shoulder to get pissed off to make you work harder? If that makes sense, almost like talk yourself.
I'm doing it. I feel like I'm doing it low key. I'm doing it now.
Almost like you talk yourself into making somebody have said something that really wasn't said, or you read something and you interpret it and you're interpreting it the wrong way, but you're doing it just to piss yourself off, just to have a little bit more fucking drive.
I wouldn't say that directly. I think for me, it's just I apply too much pressure on myself that creates that chip on the shoulder.
Yep.
You know, because here's the thing, right? Like my first show I did, right, was Chicago, got fourth. 6-7 months later, I did New York, won that. Went to the Arnold, won that. Got fifth in my first Olympia. Second Olympia, nobody even had me in that top 5. Got third. And here comes this other one where people counted me out the fuck again. And God willing, I would have fucking won that one. So now, like I said to you prior, I'm treating this as if I'm starting completely over.
Yeah.
I don't, the confidence that I have, you already know. Like I have no doubts in my mind I'm gonna win this show. Yeah. I don't think anyone will even come close to me. I don't give a fuck who you are. You will not touch me. That being said, though, I take none of them lightly.
Yep.
Zero. Because and I apply that pressure because I am in my mind with, because of last year's Olympia, I am still third best in the world.
Yeah.
So if I let, any competitor that's extremely below me beat me,
you're in trouble.
Big time.
Yeah.
So I put that on myself. And I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily, as long as I just don't let it consume me. But because I have that in the back of my head. And again, I'm treating this like starting over, and I do know, I do get better with shows, because I think because I used to get super heavy in all seasons earlier, this allows me to stay tighter longer, right? So I stay tighter longer, waist stays tight, gets tighter for shows, which it has been.
Every show.
And I think, after the New York, I win. I win.
I'm listening to you.
And then I get a little bit of a rebound phase.
And your rebound phase is insane because when you rebound, you literally like double your.
I feel like I'm still in one.
And your weight stays the same.
I feel like I'm still in one, bro.
This prep is going to be a joke because you're still like you would take you're a sprinkled dies away from fucking stepping on the stage, bro.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm 280 right now, so I got to do pictures in the morning. So I'm very curious to see how I look.
Yeah. This is like a Rocky movie. Like you're leaving your home. You're going back somewhere.
I can't bring back the basement pictures, bro.
What about the beard? Are you gonna just fuck? You should just say fuck shaving the entire. As soon as
right now,
just fucking never shave again.
I don't know, man. I
Don't be a
can't do it.
pussy.
I can't go, bro. I get patches. I can't like. I get patchy, bro.
No, dude, you got to because then you can fucking grow it out like this, right? And then you just shave the day before the show. Like you even get tans.
That's
And then
I
I
did
usually do
that.
the fucking
You know what's fucking
and
funny that you said? I did do that for New York. It wasn't the whole prep. It was like Matt was. We were at 8 weeks out, and Matt was like, "Do not shave it until your last haircut before the show."
I'll shave mine tonight and start over tomorrow and start with you if you want.
Yours will grow fast as fuck.
Fuck yeah, it will.
You want to do it? I'll do it. I'll do it. Well, okay. I'm not. I'll try my best to do it.
So that means I got to buzz this?
Yeah, buzz it tonight, bro.
Okay.
And I go for a haircut tomorrow. I'll just have him shape it up. I won't have him shave it down.
Am I going to look like a real idiot?
No, because I see what you like without facial hair.
I'm gonna take a video of me doing it and crying. I'll do, you know that you know that song that they play on the fucking the dog commercial, like the save an animal in the arms of I'll be
Dude, that's such a sad commercial.
that's just it. Bro, you put
If
that,
you want to do it, no, you say I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll try.
yeah,
But if it starts fucking with my sleep, I'm shaving it off.
first of all, there's no way that, bro, I sleep with this. It like, oh,
Yeah, you're used to it though. Does it ever itch?
look at this.
I know that's pretty bad. It looks like straight up pubes, bro.
Does it itch?
Yeah,
Oh,
like when it gets to that length, you're like get itchy.
No, dude, I do this all day long. And it's not
All right,
on purpose.
I gotta. Here we go. I got
Problem. What?
grow the beard out, right?
Can I film this so we have a fucking? I have this
Cut the hair, or should I keep the hair? Change
Wait.
the whole look, bro.
So wait, you're gonna do what? You're gonna shave your head and keep a beard?
Keep the beard.
Well, I paid a lot of money for my hair, so don't make me do that.
No, you don't have to. Mine will grow back.
Listen, you got some fucking nice hair, and coming from somebody that paid a lot of money for his hair, you know. But I mean, the good thing about you, if you shave it, yours will grow back.
Yeah,
like you have a full head of hair.
Luckily, family genes. I was blessed with full head of hair.
Yeah, dude, my fucking.
I will say though,
started doing the moonwalk.
My hairline is starting to
bro,
go back a little bit.
Mine started doing the motherfucking moonwalk at 30 something, like straight, just fucking.
My brother's is. You should see my brother's. I'm like, bro,
is it bad?
Just rock a baldy, bro.
Really?
Yeah, rock a baldy.
When we were on when we did bro chat, when Fuad was like, you look stupid with a bald head. I was like, fuck you, no, I won't. And I shaved it. And I still was kind of like big. So I was like, I don't look that bad, like with a shaved head. I was like, I'm pretty fucking good.
I think if you're jacked as shit with a baldy, that's dope.
It is. But then I fucking.
But you gotta be jacked though.
so then the fucking I was already on the way down, like I was already retired, but I was still like 210, and then it was like 205, 200.
That's it.
And then I'm
gotta
like,
grow the hair back.
Your my face shrunk. My ears are not small by no means.
You do got some big ass
they're big. Look at these things, dude. So then that makes.
Well, it's like imagine the Rock fat, bro.
What?
Imagine the Rock fat.
Yeah, like yeah.
And he's tall. He's tall. Imagine tall, fat, and bald.
Horrible. So like you can't you can't. Some guys can't pull up the bald look, and I'm not saying like I don't look like. My hair's not like fucking phenomenal.
How long does that take?
I'm probably gonna get more. Like it's not done, but like
I know. How long does it take? Did they tell you?
Huh?
How long did they tell you that would take? Like fully?
A full year-ish. It'll maybe give.
How long has it been?
It'll be a year and 2 months.
Oh, so that's all you're gonna get, pretty much?
That's a lot, right? Nothing. That's a ton. So I'm gonna get. It was 10. No, there's still more coming in. I've got. You know how many haircuts I've gotten?
I was gonna say,
dude, I've probably gotten.
I'd be really disappointed.
No, since I've gotten this, it's not. You haven't seen it. I got to get it cut. I look like an idiot. I've gotten my haircut probably 50 fucking not 50, probably 30 times since I've had this done.
Oh really?
Oh my god, I've been to the barber a million. Everybody thinks
I get a haircut once.
No, I get a haircut like once every other.
Yeah.
I'll actually probably go next week. But
Nah, man, you gotta go before New York, bro.
I said next. What?
Is it New York this weekend?
What's New York?
The thing is, it's the Bevs.
Yeah, it's called a hat, bro.
No, you gotta
Oh,
be
maybe
fresh.
I have to. Maybe should I keep my? I should probably keep my beard for the fucking
No,
what?
shave it tomorrow. Tonight.
Tomorrow.
Tonight.
Hey,
Don't
Nick,
fuck with me, bro.
Nick, if you
We said we're
okay,
doing
hold
this.
on. If you, I swear to fucking God, okay, if you fucking shave your fucking beard, if I'm shaving my beard to keep up with you, and you fucking shave this shit without telling me, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass.
All right, bro. I promise.
I just got real fucking big brother on you.
I promise. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I promise.
I know you. You like to you'll do it, not say anything for a couple days, and then I'll jump on a podcast and you'll have fucking no facial hair and be like, "Hey, bro, I shaved it." Who are you texting?
No, I won't. I won't shave it.
Am I you sending me something?
No.
But what I was saying before about you know how I was talking about like having a chip on your shoulder and like pissing you off. There was a good analogy I was going to use. You know, when I was saying like if you read a comment, like you'll make yourself mad and like almost make it into something it's not. I was having a conversation with one of my buddies and I was talking about relationships. And he was asking me like, you know, out of everybody you bit like dated, like who was overall like the best? Like who gave you like the least amount of problems? Like who was the best in bed? And I was like, honestly, so we were talking, and I said, you know what, man? Most of my relationships as a guy, now this might not be true for everybody, but there's going to be a lot of men watching this. So you women might want to not listen to this because the men are going to be pissed that I'm fucking giving this little clue out or this hint or this little fucking
Little hint, hint.
yeah. In most of my relationships, I always kind of dictated if the relationship was good or bad. Meaning, like, I knew that if I was in a bad mood, I could pick a fight, start an argument, be a dick, and I knew the exact reaction. And I'm like, so most of my relationships, if I acted a certain way, I could have made the relationship very good, or I could have made the relationship bad. I could have ended a relationship like and caused a fight for no reason. And it was like I kind of dictated that. So like when I was younger, it was kind of like if I was just in a shit mood, I wanted to have a shit relationship and I would just pick a fight and be a dick. Or if I was in a good mood, I would do certain things to just be in a better mood. But like it was always like the relationships were all kind of on equal playing fields because I always kind of was up and down, up and down, up and down. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think a lot of guys do that.
I get
Because
it.
like a lot of the guys that I'm around, I see it. And because like I'm like a little older now, so I'll be like, hey, like, yeah, I understand why you're pissed, but like you also did this. So you can't discredit that and get mad at that when you did this.
I
So it's
agree.
like I see that when I was younger, I didn't have somebody pointing out that shit to me. I just fucking thought like everything that I did was right because none of my friends tell you like, hey, dude, you're actually wrong. You know, I'm going through something now with a friend that I fucking we had a big disagreement, and he didn't like something. He didn't like how I said in regards to a situation, and he didn't like my reaction, but what he did wasn't right. So I said, you don't get to do me wrong and then not enjoy my reaction. Because
Right.
if you didn't do wrong by me, then there would be no negative reaction. But you can't, I don't want to say fuck me over, but let's say in this sense, you can't fuck me over as a buddy and expect me to react the way fucking you want me to act because that's not how this goes. We didn't have the same parents. Your parents taught you to do things one way. My parents have taught me to do things one way. I don't fuck over friends. So when you fuck me over as a friend, this is how I react,
I get it.
you know?
I get that.
Because let me tell you something 2024 so far. Now, there's some things I can't say on this podcast that Nick, you know about, but
Mhm.
the story that I told you that I there's going to have to be well enough time for that to go by for this to come out. But can you not at least clarify that the fucking story that I told, I told you the story, right?
Yeah, bro.
Can you not clarify? Because you're looking at me like, what story? I had to look.
No, I know.
Okay. Is that not one of the fucking nuttiest batshit crazy stories you've ever fucking heard?
It's unbelievable. Like not like literally unbelievable. Not like unbelievable. Like oh my god, it's like literally unbelievable.
Yeah, it's insane. Like like I wish I know people are gonna want to know, and I can't
No,
right
you
now.
don't.
Just
You don't.
but when I tell you this is a fucking storyline of a fucking movie of somebody that's fucking nuttier than squirrel shit. Okay. Like in fucking sane. The life that
Makes
I live.
no sense. Type of insane.
Nick, I've had a lot of crazy things happen in my a lot. I've had a lot of wacky shit and I've been in a lot of crazy situations. This by far, my friend, has taken me from level of fucking holy shit to well up here at this point.
So what the fuck?
Because when you think like you see things on the news and you're like, how does that fucking happen? Like, how the
Yeah.
fuck? And then when it happens to you, you're like, oh my God. And does this shit really fucking exist to like real human beings? Like this happens?
Yeah.
Um, oh dude, I fucking last night at 10:30, Nick Del Toro from
Yeah.
the Gas Better Bodies. So he's flying in. He'll be here shortly. And to film, I'm doing a weekend shoot for Muscle and Strength. Well, they wanted to do a feature, so Nick's here. He's going to film a bunch of shit. Probably not tonight, but tomorrow, and then we're going to my gym in Bethlehem, PA, and then we're going to Bev's on Saturday. So
Or is best for me
with or without traffic,
without.
probably an hour and a half. Like
It
I'll go.
is.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. But dude, the problem is that sitting over those bridges, like whether it's the Verrazano, the Outer, the Gothels, like they all, whether G Dub or you got to go through the Lincoln, dude, they all fucking blow.
With
And
traffic, right?
yeah, so like I usually go to if I'm usually going that way, I'll either leave at the fucking ass crack of dawn at like fucking 5 a.m., 6 a.m. the latest if I'm going in the morning, or I'll leave at like usually when I go to Bev's and I got to come home, dude, I'm leaving at like fucking 9, 10 o'clock when like everybody's fucking home. Because if not, you're just it's a I haven't for majority time I go there, it's at least 2.5 hours, 3 hours there and back, both ways. It's
Well,
brutal.
from where my mom lives, it's already 2.5 hours.
And it's such a fucking good gym, but it's in fucking Long Island. It's far away,
I
you
know.
know. Um,
I definitely want to go there like at least once or twice and train legs for
oh, you
sure.
never trained legs or bevs?
Oh, I have. I'm
Oh,
just saying with me being home.
Oh yeah, we could do like you come up here, do a podcast, train up here, and then wake up in
No,
the morning and then go fucking
no,
train. You're such a baby.
no.
Well, you're not going to come up here and train?
I will, but like, I'm not doing a whole day. I'm gonna go train, come back home.
You are such a fucking you're such a fucking you're hilarious. You are fucking one of a kind. Ah, I
Locked
gotta
in,
fucking
baby.
dude, my dog, what I was going to tell you is fucking last night because Nick was coming in. So I was like, I straightened up the house. I wanted to give my dogs a bath.
Do they freak out when new people come?
No, they're fucking
They're
right
good.
there. They're
They don't get like riled up when like they don't recognize somebody.
No. I mean, they get excited like when somebody walks in the door, like they'll bark and fucking get all
Yeah, yeah,
amped up for fucking a minute or two, and then they fucking once you're in the house, they're
that's
completely
it.
fine. Yeah, they're fine. They're
Good,
calm.
good.
But so I had to fucking bring my dog to the vet. I was supposed to go to the dentist today, and then I'm last night I'm giving them it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, let me give my dogs a bath. So I give them a bath, and then they get their bath, they get their teeth brushed, their claws clipped. Um, So I fucking brush in Storm's mouth and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, dude, I'll show you, see if you can see it. Can you see this? I'm trying to see it on the screen. See that on her gums?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm fucking brushing her teeth and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I mentally can't handle anything else. I'm going to fucking burst. So I fucking text my vet immediately a picture. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, what do I do? And she's like, I don't fuck around with stuff in the mouth. Like, make sure you come in tomorrow because that stuff can spiral out of control fast. And I'm like, so what do? I fucking Google it. And I see it's either overgrowth of the gum, which is nothing, or everything else underneath it. It was like wart or just bad, 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 worse, worse. And I was like,
Fuck.
so I'm like, please. I was like, Lord, just like,
Now's not the time.
yeah, I canceled my dentist appointment, scheduled her, went there today, hour and a fucking 15 minutes there, an hour and 15 minutes back, $1,000 vet bill. Fucking just like, so they I mean they did blood work and I made them do all their update shots and all that other shit. But
Yeah, yeah.
they they did like they poked it and did like a biopsy. Bro, she laid there while they biopsied it. They took a needle in her fucking gum twice, moved it around, picked it, pulled it out. That fucking dog didn't move. Like, didn't even, I'm talking like this.
No flinch.
And just, and I'm like, are you shitting me? You'd have to, you'd have to knock me out to do that to my fucking gums. Like, knock me the fuck out to do that to my gums. But, so that was my day. But, dude, like last night, because they thought she had cancer about a year and a half ago. And, dude, that crippled me for a fucking week. And I was like, fuck, like, and it had to do with her lymph nodes. So as soon as I saw the fucking lumps on her, I'm just like, if I got to go through this freak out, it might be cancer again. Like, I'm going to have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, but
Because it fucking blows.
But she's good.
So they looked at it. Obviously, they got to send the biopsy out, so they're not going to get it back yet.
They didn't do that yet.
No, they did the biopsy, but they have to send it out to like a place. So she said that she looked at it and she said normally if they go into it and it's like just all gum, like all flesh, she said normally that's nothing. So she said they went in, it was all gum, nothing looked like nasty or discolored or pussing. She's like, so it's not infected. So she goes, she had the other surgeon looked at it that was involved with her when she had her like little urinary like what's it called? Ribomyalgia is what she had. And I had that doctor was there too. So she looked at it too and said that they're 99% that it's just the fucking overgrowth of the gum. And she said all they can do is if it gets a little too big, they said they can just shave it down. Or they said if it's something bad or there's something infected, then they just go and they just pull the whole fucking tooth out and then just clean up that area. And they said because there's not a lot of room to work with, so that tooth would have to come out no matter what. So she's like, worst case scenario, we pull the tooth, clean up that area, and you're done. But she goes, I don't think you're gonna have to do that. But dude, last night sleeping was not easy because I was fucking like, I'm like, I don't like if this is something bad, like I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
For sure.
You know?
Well, I'm sure she's good, you know.
I just spilled ice everywhere.
Good job.
All right.
Way to go.
Wait, what?
I said, way to go.
Oh. So am I allowed to talk about what's going on with this Arnold Classic?
Yeah, what's going on?
Who are your front runners? If Hottie, Andrew, and Ruby's out,
Samson. Sam.
Mm-hmm. I heard it. Where's the updated list? Do you know where it is?
No.
Is there one?
I'm not too sure.
I'm trying to think where it would be. Would it be on the Arnold Classic website?
I don't even know if they updated it, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Arnold. There you go.
There's my name.
That's it for 2023. Despite Newport absence, there will be some exciting. Okay. Men's Open. Here we go. Rafa. I forgot he's Tamsin. De La Rose is doing it. James is doing it. So Andrew would be out. Rubel would be out. Justin Rodriguez was looking good. Akeem was looking. I mean, so yeah. I mean, you have.
Antoine looks good too.
Yeah, Antoine was looking. Antoine's big. We talked about that on the Pure Muscle radio last night, right? That was fucking
Yeah.
crazy. That was it, right? There's nobody else we're missing. I mean, I think you'd have Samson. I mean, no order, but I think Samson. You have Rafa. You'd have Justin. You have. I mean, you got James, John. You know, I mean, he took a second last year in a show. He came back. He hadn't competed in a while. Antoine's a monster. Akeem's a fucking freak. So even with the absence of Andrew and Rubil, I mean, you're still going to have a somewhat fucking competitive, Arnold, no matter what. I mean, if Hottie comes, it looks like it's going to be a Hottie and Samson dance. But it looked like it'd be a Hottie Samson dance, Andrew and Ruby dance. And then, I mean, any one of those four could take out any one of those four.
I agree.
You're a big Rubel fan. What do you think in this lineup with Rubil, Andrew, Samson, and Hottie? Like, where would you put them? Because that's a lot of different physiques, dude. A lot of different physiques in those four.
I would put because of how new he still is. I mean, I would
No, take that. Let's take that out of it. Let's just take physiques. Like, let's take.
I'm not saying new as in I'm just saying it new physique.
Oh, I thought you meant like new to the stage.
No, I would put him behind Andrew.
So where would you put Hottie, Samson, Andrew?
I would go Hottie, Samson, Andrew. And then Rubio. But if Rubio can come in peeled, I mean, I think he could place higher, but that's just me.
Do you think he was peeled at his last showing when he turned pro?
No,
or when he did the pro show, whatever. They were back to back.
Oh, he was in condition, but he wasn't peeled by any means. No.
Yeah, he has the muscle. He needs those like thin or those thick, deep cuts in his legs and shit, and like that.
His legs are just they're too big. There's nothing there,
huge.
you know. Yeah,
but his upper body is big, but it definitely does need to be bigger.
Yes.
You know. But that's somebody like if you guys were two on stage, it would look like two fucking mutants going at it because he's a big motherfucker. You guys would be like King Kong and fucking T-Rex.
He just got to be peeled.
Yeah. I mean, he should do. I was shocked he pulled out, but it was a visa thing with him.
It was a visa thing. Yeah.
So how it, and this, and we talked about, I know I said on Pure Muscle Radio, but like, how long do you think, he just waited too long to get his visa? Because I know all the qualifications are different, like to get in different countries, but like,
I don't know how that works because obviously, I mean, I don't have to get a visa.
Because he hasn't competed over here, not once, right? That's the issue. All the shows he competed in were overseas. He hasn't been to the States yet to do a show.
No.
Yeah, so he's never even been over here. And he's stationed. He lives Brazil.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
I actually don't know.
From.
Well, I mean, he could do UK, right?
What do you mean, the Arnold UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I think like we used to talk about the Arnold Classic in Ohio is like the Arnold. That's like the fucking.
He could do Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if he doesn't do the Arnold Classic in Ohio, I'm sure he's going to jump in another Arnold. Which Arnold that is, it's
I hope
probably
he does. I hope he does because I'd like to see him compete.
I think he should. I mean, I think if he's smart enough to know, at this stage, he's definitely got to jump in shows to start fucking getting his name out there and letting the judges see what he's capable of. In other news, Mr. Is it? I don't want to say the name wrong. Your new clothing sponsor.
Alpha
Elite. Okay. I've never worn any of their stuff. How's their clothes? Obviously, I'm good with the Gas and Better Bodies, but how is Alpha Elite stuff? Is that more like streamlined, like gym and streetwear type stuff?
It's gym wear. You can wear it going out. Like it's very nice clothes. I love it. It fits me. and it's nice. I actually got their stuff on right now.
Let me see.
I'm not getting up.
Let me see. Show it off.
I'm not getting up.
What's your code? What? Tell me you're fucking sitting there butt naked.
No, I'm not. I don't ever. I don't ever do that. But a code Nick.
Dude, you are going to be. It reminded me of it. Shout out to Josh Wass at
Oh, he made you one? That's dope.
Yeah, this isn't our logo. He was just fucking around on the thing just to like put something on a cup. But yeah, that was a logo that he threw on one of these ice shakers for us. But dude, let me tell you something. I can't wait for like Ellie and Jason at New Tech and Torture Gym to see the gym. But bro, I'm going there tomorrow morning. I'm gonna send you some videos.
You always say that, I never do.
Tomorrow, because I wanted it to be a certain way before I sent you videos, but tomorrow we're laying down the rubber floor in that aerobics room that was that had that, like, it looked like that wood floor. It was
Yeah.
like laminate shit. We're laying down. We bought the rubber floor because we're making that the big leg room. So we have the entire office done. We have everything mostly behind the counter done. That one wall, we're doing something special to that one wall that we put paneling up, but we're pulling it down. We're doing something different. Everything's painted. It needs one last coat. We're not doing that until everything's said and done. All the bathrooms are done. We replaced the urinal flush handles with sensors. We replaced the one bathroom that was cracked. Painted everything in the locker room. Same thing to the women's room. We put brand new faucets, sinks, like these big over sink heads. Had the guy come into the aerobics room, level off there was like an eroded part that I don't know what the fuck it was from. There was no water there, but we had to jackhammer that, flatten that out. We blacked out the entire posing room. We have a guy coming for mirrors next week, and we're redoing all the lighting. So the lighting is like perfect for people that are trying to do posing, because we're going to put those back mirrors up that tilt around the whole entire thing. So everybody can, when they're turning, they can see their back in 360. Sound system is in check. We're having somebody come by because we're going to put new, more speakers in the aerobics room. And then while doing that, I'm going to have him, I'm just look and see, because if it's not a pain in the ass, I want to put even better speakers in. So the sound system is even better. So that might be the other project. And then the only thing we're doing, waiting on the equipment, which is already shipped and should be here in the next 2 weeks. And then we're just honestly on the hunt, which I think Ellie and Jason are going to end up helping us with anyway. We're just on the hunt, like, for another, like, I'm looking for a really solid set of dumbbells. Like, I'm picky. I want stainless steel ones. I reached out to somebody overseas, dude, to get them here. It was like 20 grand. I'm like, Jesus, I'm not fucking. It was like 15 grand. And it was like another, no, it was more. It was like another 10 grand to ship. It's crazy.
Fuck all that, bro.
So that's where we're at right now. But yeah, dude, it's going to be fucking awesome. So that March 23rd event is going to be a fucking very, very good time. So I'm really excited for you to come out and like see the fucking finished product, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great time.
And then we got some big things happening. I'm not allowed to talk, I don't think, yet. I know it's everything's finalized, but we got some big, what's happening, but we got some big names signed to Uprising Extracts.
Yep.
We partnered with a huge name in the industry, let's say, and we got a lot of cool things coming. There'll be a lot of announcements made in the IFBB about the partnerships that Uprising Extracts made, and the athletes that we signed, along with all the different things we were doing in the IFBB, which is awesome that I can be a part of this, because I was talking to one of my buddies, and I'm like, it's pretty cool that I went from being an amateur to an athlete to an owner to now an owner that has athletes. That's cool. Like, I'm able to like pay my friends to do fucking really cool shit. And it's cool. Like I told you, people don't know, you were like we had you and Logan Frank
OG.
And yeah, you were the first fucking athlete. And then we had Logan Frank and like Lee Priest, and I had, some guys, that posted it up, Branch loved it. And this, so, and what did I tell you? I said, I don't know when. I said, but I know one thing is that my hustle, we will get there and I will eventually be able to fucking pay you, and I'll pay you a lot of money. Just promise me you fucking just ride the wave in the beginning. I can't pay you much of anything, but I promise you when the time is right, I got your back. And fucking a year later, big things happened, and
Rode the wave.
you signed a contract with us, and it's fucking awesome that I can say that I have a company that sponsors fucking awesome athletes that not only are fucking badass athletes, but they're all my fucking friends because I handpicked every one of you motherfuckers. How many people are going to be like, why didn't you pick me? And I'm like, here we fucking go.
Yeah, like, we're not friends.
Yeah, it's hard. It was hard. I had a lot of people to go through, a lot of people to pick from. And I just went by, relationships, whether I think they're a good athlete, whether I think they're a good person. But at the end of the day, they had to have certain morals that I saw eye to eye with. So we got some cool things happening, and a lot of exciting news. So the next podcast that comes out, you guys are going to hear a lot of different stories that I've been waiting to share with you guys that I haven't been able to, just due to contractual things. And Nick knows a lot. Nickelodeon. You know a lot more than I'm allowed to speak, so that's why it's exciting. I can talk about it with you and know you are excited, but I can't say it. So
I know.
You getting exciting on the camera makes people go, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
I know.
But I have a lot of shit to do, and it has been an hour, and I love you. I could talk for another two.
Really?
Yeah, it's been just over an hour. But I got a lot of stuff to do. Nick, it just got here about 5 minutes ago. I heard the door open.
Okay.
So we're gonna start filming some stuff for Muscle and Strength. And if you guys haven't, make sure to check out Muscle and Strength. I don't know what the website is. It might be muscleandstrength.net or .com. Filming some stuff for them. Yeah, right. But man, what a fucking ride, Nick. What a fucking ride so far, dude. We got a lot of, and I think it's going to be a different different environment when we do some podcasts in person and get to
for
sit
sure
next to each other and fuck around and joke around. So I'm looking forward to the New York Pro Prep. I'm looking forward to you being back in fucking Jersey where you belong. And I'm looking forward to doing another podcast in a couple of days because, like we said today, we got to keep these fucking rocking and rolling. So now that I'm back and I'm not busy and I'm not traveling, we're going to try to give you guys at least 2 a week. So if we don't give you 2 a week, it's Nick's fault. Blame him in the comment section. Like, subscribe, comment, Mutant and Mouth, myself, the Mutant, Nick Walker. We out, motherfuckers.